interest with a grace period. So we are able to brood our birds, start laying, and we started paying, and we are paying very well. I think we are good customers.
A new dawn on Behind the Headlines with me, Timothy Nyangweso. Every Wednesday, live in our studios in the heart of Kampala. We have conversations that have analysis, explanation, but not every truth is fact, and not every fact is truth. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
All on your public broadcaster. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Juko.
Yo.
Wachikuwa. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model, PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Good morning and welcome to the Hour of 9. Robert Chirabo, that is in case you've just joined, but we have been together since 6:30 on this lovely cold Wednesday. I must say, indeed, this is the Pearl of Africa. And when Winston Churchill arrived, he noticed the weather, the green. And the question is, what have you done with the weather? If it's raining and you're in a rural area where you can plant, have you planted something? Because population seems to be growing and demand for food is also doing the same. So don't just cast the rain. Use something for this free water that you have that waters our soils. And this morning, I'm going to be discussing issues of academics. Issues of academics. And I'll be discussing more one center of excellency, one university, and that is Nkumba University at 30 and their 26th graduation ceremony. Now, Nkumba University at 30, is it making 30 years? Well, I have people in studios who will be discussing that, telling me and you more about that. Now, join me, welcome Dr. Anne Abaho, who is the chairperson, Ceremonies Committee and Dean, School of Social Sciences. You're most welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, all viewers.
And also I have Dr. Frank Pio Kiyinji, who is the academic registrar, Nkumba University. You're most welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much. You're most welcome, our listeners.
Now, I want to begin with Dr. Anne.
Yes.
When we talk about Nkumba University, it's been there for some time, but for someone who is hearing about it for the first time, all knows about it, but needs to know more, please.
Yes, we are delighted, first of all. I want to take this minute to express our gratitude to UBC for giving us this chance to tell the world who Nkumba University is. And I want to mention that Nkumba University is located along Entebbe Road as you go to the airport, 32 kilometers from Kampala. Nkumba University is this mighty institution that you hear about that began as a kindergarten way back when our wise men from the four families of Furu and the others met and agreed for the need to put up a kindergarten to extend one of the key social services, and that was education, to the population within the community. And so it started as a kindergarten, it grew to a secondary school. It later on matured to a vocational institution. Particularly, the world should be knowing about the business courses that were taught at Nkumba then. But we were lucky to mature into a university in 1994. And we again grew. In 2006, we were granted a charter. And we joined the institutions of higher learning. And we have since been producing some of the best personnel that this country has. We are a university operating through 7 schools. Those 7 schools include the School of Law, the School of Business Administration, the School of Computing and Informatics, the School of Education, the School of Social Sciences, the School of Industrial Art and Design, and the School of Sciences. And these 7 schools are training students in different academic programs. Among these programs include security studies, international relations, public administration, social work and social administration. We are also dealing in business administration. We are teaching procurement and logistics. We are teaching clearing and forwarding. Those who are working at the airport, most of them have been our students. We are teaching industrial art and design. If you love fashion, don't go anywhere else apart from Nkumba University. If you want to be a teacher, if you want to move from simply being a teacher to you're focusing on being a head teacher, we are teaching education planning and management. I also want to mention the country, the world should know that we have a Directorate of Postgraduate Studies through which we coordinate our master's programs. And this directorate is responsible particularly for managing the PhD programs. I'm delighted to mention that we have PhD programs in those fields that we have mentioned, and many others that the interest of time may not necessarily come out here, but can be got onto our website. But if you're looking for, you want your child to be a lawyer, Nkumba University produces some of the best performing lawyers. You can check with LDC. If you're looking for a child to graduate in agriculture, petroleum courses, we are well located, we are accessible, we are available, and we have competent staff ranging from PhDs, ranging from, of course, from the different courses that we have mentioned that they are teaching, and they are qualified up to the most level, the PhD level. So that's who Nkumba University is.
Well, now I go to the academic registrar. Of late, most universities have campuses. Nkumba University, how do you factor this in? Are you a one-stewarded university? Do you have campuses? And also, if you are to look at, have you carried out any growth in terms of expansion?
Yes, thank you very much. I extend my appreciation to UBC. Thank you for allowing us to air and come on board. As a university, Nkumba University, as we have been told, we started in 1950 to 53 as a kindergarten, and we started in Nkumba near Abaita Ababiri on your way to Entebbe airport, and that's where our main campus is, on the first traffic lights as you enter Entebbe town after Entebbe Express. That's where our main campus is, and our main campus is again in charge of these 7 programs, and we have different learning sessions, as we shall see. In terms of growth, we have expanded. We have a second campus that is in Kampala town along Kabakanjagala Road. That's where our Kampala campus is. And we also have an upcoming campus in Kyegegwa that is on your way to Fort Portal. So in terms of growth, of course we started as a kindergarten, went into a college of commerce, and went into handling diploma and bachelor's programs as a university, as mentioned earlier, in 1994. We have studentship that is close to 5,600. And I want to say that we have intakes that are ranging from a day program. We have students that study during day. We have weekend programs. So now we're looking at the schools and intakes. Yes, I'm looking at the particular intakes in these given schools. Thank you very much. And within those schools, we have also the distance learning programs where we have people that come and we have face-to-face for 2 weeks. We introduce them to modules, and after introducing them to those learning modules, we also introduce them to the different content that is needed to be used online. We have a proper ODEL system, that is an online and distance learning system, whereby every student ought to have a continuous study through online activities for the different schools. Now, in those 7 schools, as mentioned earlier, we also have the different, we have certificate programs, we have national certificates for the O-level, people that have come with O-level that want to study in a university. And those ones, they do both the UBTEB exams and the university exams. And after that, they progress to doing a diploma. And after their diploma, they can do again bachelor's. And we have also the diploma students in those 7 schools. We have those diplomas as mentioned earlier by Dr. Ann. We have diplomas in the School of Education. We have diplomas in the School of Social Science, diplomas in School of Law. We have diplomas in School of Science, and also in the School of Business Administration. And also the bachelors, and at the same time, we have also the master's degrees and the PhD degrees. Now, our intakes, we have the February intake, and this February intake is an intake that that taps into people that did get chance to be enrolled during the August intake. Our main intake is the August intake, and that's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Well, what you need to know about Nkumba University briefly is that the various schools, the intakes, the programs that are offered. Now, this takes me back to Dr. Ann. Yes. Nkumba at 30. Are you celebrating 30 years of the university? Are we going back to when it was a nursery school? So what is this 30?
Okay, what is about this 30? It's about where we have come from. Of course, if you do simple mathematics, 30 years would take you to 1994. Yes. But for us, we are bearing in mind that our roots are deeper than 1994. Our major focus, however, as we mark these 30 years, is when we started operating as a university. And so we have run a series of activities, some online, some physical, to say we appreciate the long journey that we have moved. You will agree with me that it's not news that you begin a business today and before you realize within 1 year, it is gone. But we appreciate that we have been able to walk these 30 years amidst a series of hurdles, opportunities, and challenges. But we have moved from 1994. We moved from being a kindergarten in the 1950s. We became a university. We didn't stop at just becoming a university. We got chartered. We didn't stop at being chartered. We have extended our services. We just mentioned we have brought services closer to the people right here in the city. Along Kabaka and Jagara Road there is where we are. We have extended in terms of programs. We have extended in terms of staff and the people that the institution is employing. But we have also extended in terms of the numbers. We have more students that we are producing now than what we produced several years back. And so for us looking back, we are saying really 2024, we are born again, if we could jump there. We are new, we are fresh. We want to see where we are heading, and we are trustful that we are heading into the right direction. And so, yes, we celebrate 30 years, bearing in mind all that we have had to go through for us to reach this far. Yes.
Now, this journey, Nkumba University, is it a Christian-based? And then how do you handle these matters? Because I know of a university, I may not mention and I will not. But we're even at university level where maybe someone would think they can have religious liberty. They are compelled to sometimes dress code, sometimes must of prayers, and of course university, someone is mature enough to make such decisions on their own and determine where best they should be going. Yes, academic registrar.
Thank you very much once again. When we look at issues of religious liberty, Nkumba University started as a community university, but of course we know that we have different religious backgrounds and religious values. I want to say that in any institution, if you train people without values in one way or another, you are training people that will trickster society. So we have the values that get into what we look at in terms of competency that will come in different ways. So in terms of religious liberty, there is religious freedom for the different community in Nkumba. We have people that are having a Christian background, and we have those chapels at the university. We have the chapel for the Anglican Church, people in that line of fellowship. We have a chapel for the Catholic community. We have also a place of worship for our brothers, the Muslims and sisters. We have also a communing or a gathering for the SDA. So in terms of religious freedom, we believe that an aspect of religious grooming comes in one way or another to maintain and bring on board the values. Because it's not a question of training learners and we give them the knowledge and the skills without values. These three form the triangle of any form of education and training. That's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Well, very good to hear that there's liberty, and also knowing that this led as a community institution.
Yes.
So members of the community came together and said, well, we must prioritize education here. Yeah. And 30 years, like Dr. Anna said, is quite a journey. Now, let's also look at the quality of what you churn out, Doctor. Because today we have very many educated, uneducated people. You find they are educated, but in them, you don't see the transformation education causes. Yet they come out with very good grades. Someone has a first class, a pass, second, you know. They have all books you can talk about. Morally, they are very lost. But also when it comes to implementing what they have studied, you may ask them, are you sure you've been to a university? Then are you questioning my papers? Then, did you attend all classes? Yes, I did. So we are not lacking graduates in our country. We are lacking people of integrity, and people who can implement what they have studied. So how does Nkumba factor in this?
Thank you again. I want to first give a rejoinder to the aspect of religion and say that beyond you having and talking to your God from on the campus places of worship that we have, our immediate neighbors are actually churches. We have a cathedral, so it's just right outside the university, and neighboring it is St. Apollo, Chiveburaya. So if you can't have 1, 2, 3 minutes during any other hours, at least you can rush there on Sunday. And of course we have a neighboring mosque in Abaita, where again, if you miss out on the prayers on campus, you can go to these places of worship. Now, admittedly, it is true, Uganda has graduates. Uganda has people who are carrying very bright papers with first grades and second uppers and whatnot. But to put them to task, and the output is going to be, confusing on whether this person actually went to university or not. But I am delighted to say that Nkumba University within these 30 years has focused on producing an all-round student. Our focus is not just on class. Our focus is beyond sitting in class and taking on listening to the lecturer speaking and writing or recording. These days we are in an era of digital learning. But we emphasize so much the aspect of morality. We operate through the Office of the Dean of Students to build this character, to counsel our students, to put them onto the right road. And of course, Chirabo, you will agree that we are dealing with the students who are surrounded by all sorts of developments. Technology is here. But we have emphasized through school inter-school debates. We have encouraged through group assignments and courseworks. We have encouraged them through the e-learning system that we have. So we are giving them skills not just in digital use, we are giving them skills in social relations. We appreciate the fact that probably even you, Chirabo, wouldn't be here if you did not have an aspect to do with time management. This show probably would have failed to start on time. And so among the things that we emphasize to these students is that time is everything. So you have to be in class, you have to be in class on time. If there are 1, 2 reasons as to why you couldn't be in class on time, then it has to be explained. The lecturer should know, your class coordinator should know, and that for us is part of building, human relations, deal with people. You don't solve your own problems as an individual, but we are also there to support you to walk through. Again, you will agree with me that as a result of these so many developments, we have students who stray away along the way. But it's our pleasure again to inform our viewers that we have a very operational counseling center. Our Munange Counseling Center is on campus. Again, it operates through and with the Dean of Students and the academic units. So if we identify through observation, if we identify any of our own who seems to be going off track, we notify the Dean, and the Dean works with the Munange Counseling Center to talk to this student back to going online. But the practical bit of it for us, again, as we mark these 30 years, I want to mention, happily so, that we have been able to reach out to our communities. One, as a way of us being again in touch with where we came from, a community university. We understand the importance of giving back to the community. And we have, within this period, as we prepare for graduation and mark the 30 years, gone back to our communities. I can confirm that we have very good community outreach programs from all the schools. We have trained the border personnel. We have trained women in the market in Abaita on how you can do marketing, how you can do sales and savings using your phone. We have brought on board our immediate security personnel within the community and our students, and alerted them about the need to be security cautious even when you are in an academic institution. We have extended legal services, legal advice through our legal clinics, working with Katavi and Entebbe. And so for us, this is an opportunity to begin to shape these students in the different professions that they are aiming at. And also, thanks to the Chancellor, we are in the processes of strengthening our innovation center. And this innovation center is particularly looking at what Chirabo can bring on board as new knowledge, what Anne can bring on board as new knowledge. And I can mention that we have had students already produce, through working with their lecturers and other students, build up projects that if you look at it really, you will appreciate how much they have put into. For a student to come out with an irrigation project is no simple job.
Yes.
And so we are confident, really. We are confident, just as our mission is, that we must aim at confidence, producing students who are confident, who have character, who are morally upright. So even as the staff, we are confident that we have given this country, the region and the world, education that is not different from what others are getting. If anything, I think we have given them the best. So, yeah.
Well, unless you want to supplement.
I want to supplement. Thank you very much, Mr. Chirabo, and thank you very much, Dr. Anne. And the kind of product that we are giving to the community, we are giving to the community a product of someone who has integrity in terms of what they have learned. When we are teaching, we do not only teach the head. There are 3 H in learning and when you are delivering knowledge. We teach the head, the heart, and the hand. In one way or another, through student internships and through different practical aspects, we see the learners putting in practice the kind of knowledge that they have learned. And in one way or another, even if somebody has done computer sciences or they have done business administration, a graduate should be able to translate the theories, the competencies into the relationships. If I'm good at computer engineering, I should translate the way I handle a computer in the way I relate with people. And that's what is going to give me the next level of employment and the readiness for market. The other aspect that I want to talk about, the nature of product that we are extending to society that will be graduating on Saturday, are people that are fast riding thinkers, that are ready to fit in society. People that should be able to extend the knowledge that they have got in class outside the classroom. And also I wanted to add that we want to extend to society people that are digital friendly, are computer friendly. In one way or another, our Vice Chancellor being an expert in that area, we have enthused all learners to go through different forms of digital training that are attached to different courses, such that our learners are relevant in the job market where we are extending them. So that's what I wanted to add. The kind of product that we are extending to society are people of integrity with both soft skills and hard skills that are needed in the job market. And also people who are able to become job creators, people who can start with what they have so far. And the kind of courses that we are offering have those different practical and theoretical aspects, and we are encouraging a lot of practical ventures that will bring on board the different innovations, as Dr. Anne has indicated. We have learners coming up with different innovation in those different fields in the areas of education, computer science, and even our PhD students have come up with different models that will inform policy. Every model that is being developed has a component of a policy brief that is contributing to the national agenda in terms of either the NDP 3/4 or the you know, we work towards the Vision 2040 as we also celebrate our 30 years. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to add.
Well, very interesting when we talk about the university. People that are very competent, people of integrity is what our nation is looking for and lacking at the same time. Now, let's go for a very short break. When we return, we want to focus on the 26th graduation ceremony. We'll return shortly.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
A woman's journey is not just the places she's been, but the different people she's become. It's the evolution of her identity. If you're a female creative, a writer, a passionate actress, a producer, a director, or working in the film industry, this is your tribe. Join us for the Women in Film Symposium 2024 on October 26th at Skies Hotel, Nakuru, under the theme, Skilling Women in Film for Equality, Sustainability and Advocacy. Don't miss live performances, cocktails, awards, workshops, networking, panel discussions, and so much more. Gates open at 4 p.m. The fee is 50,000 Uganda shillings, payable via Momo Pay Code 713362 or call 0786 312 218. Sponsored by
At Uganda Development Bank, we are committed to empowering communities by supporting projects that unlock excellent economic benefits for Ugandans through job creation, tax contribution, output value, and foreign exchange. We seek partnerships with projects that drive economic development in Uganda.
Faith Care was started in 2012 with our few savings, with a capacity of 1,000 birds. And now we have a capacity of 10,000 birds. As it is called mixed farm, Faith Care deals in zero grazing cows, and we grow seasonal crops, not even forgetting coffee. But the main project or enterprise is poultry. Poultry is the mother of everything. We have been facing many challenges, but the most challenging part was during COVID. COVID hit us very seriously, and that's when I met my savior, UDB. But after getting UDB money with the low interest of it, we are able to go back to the track, and here we are. Actually, we are even expanding. We have a capacity laying birds of 10,000, and we are constructing more poultry houses. The UDB nafunamu because we got the money, actually the sente zazi tugasa with little interest with a grace period. So we are able to brood our birds, start laying, and we started paying, and we are paying very well. I think we are good customers.
A new dawn on Behind the Headlines with me, Timothy Nyangweso, every Wednesday live in our studios in the heart of Kampala. We have conversations that have analysis, explanation, but not every truth is fact, and not every fact is truth. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
All on your public broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda. Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back from that break, and thank you so much for being with us on UBC TV. It is the Extra, and this morning I'm having the academic registrar and dean of studies, that is at Nkumba University, as Nkumba celebrates 30 years and also the 26th graduation. But just remind you, this time you can be part of the topic of discussion by calling or WhatsApping You can call or WhatsApp, and the number is 0709 60 25 92. That is my number. You can reach me. Just give me a phone call. I've allowed phone calls. Or if you can't text me a message, or a text message or a WhatsApp message, and I'll be reading them. Why? Because now I'm entering into issues to do with graduation. Now, if you are at any university, graduation comes with two things. First, the joy of achieving that you've graduated. But also sometimes there are other technicalities. Most of the office of the academic registrar there are some technicalities, maybe sometimes the issues of payment, sometimes your name not appearing. So we are going to discuss most of these, most so the graduation just being so near to us. And I want to begin with the office where usually trouble stems from. When we talk about this graduation, how prepared are you as your office to start with?
Thank you very much once again. At Nkumba University Academic Registry's office, we are prepared in the following ways. One, we invited the prospective graduates to come and clear. And the clearance comes with when someone has already attended all the classes, they have all the grades, and they are coming with the payment of the graduation fee that will facilitate the process. So when somebody clears with all that, then we process their academic documents. We process the transcript and the certificate. Now, for one to appear in that graduation booklet, they ought to have studied, if it's a certificate of either 1 year, and they have grades, or 2 years, they have grades, a diploma of 2 years, they have grades, a bachelor's of 3 or 4 years, master's or PhD, and their grades, and there is evidence that the person sat exams and passed. So that's where we pick people and we select them and put them in the graduation booklet. And after that, the students or the prospective graduates, we put up the list of the people that have met the requirements, and they are the ones we invite to come and collect their graduation gowns, their graduation invitation cards. And those are the people that will appear with their parents at the graduation square.
Now,
thank you.
Two things and quick ones.
Yes, please.
A person, the graduation this Saturday.
Yes, please.
Now, today is a Wednesday. A person who has not cleared by now, are they left with any room? Now I mean the money. Or it's all done and dusted?
Thank you very much. We invited 1 month to 2 months ago, we put out a call for prospective graduates to come and clear. And the deadline that was there for last week, we extended it to this week is Monday. And Monday was the deadline. Now, whoever did not meet the requirement by Monday, we are processing them for the next graduation. Because we already put up 2 months for the prospective graduates to clear. So to avoid all these issues of my name should have been in the book and my name is not in the book, or the graduation booklet, we have already closed the clearance process. And I want to say that around 96–98% of the people we had intended to graduate in this current graduation ceremony had already met the requirement, and there are sometimes those a few outliers that may not meet the requirement that we have not considered. But I would say we met a target of 96–98 of the people that we intended to graduate. Thank you very much.
Now, Doctor, give me the larger perspective, Dr. Anne, of the university preparations.
Yes, thank you. Now I am speaking as chairperson ceremonies. You just need to be there to see how perfect the function is going to be. I want to assure the guardians, I want to assure the invited guests, I want to assure our graduating class 2024, You know, for us, these are our babies. As we mark 30 years, these are our firstborns, literally. And you know how much love you have for the firstborn. So we have done the best possible to make sure that things are on point. The registrar has already hinted. We have closed the clearance so that we can have the right names in the booklet, the proofreading of the names and the documents, all necessary documents. We have also worked on the academic documents, the transcripts, the certificates are ready. We have actually sent out messages to those who have gone through the process of clearing that please come with your identifications. It can be a national ID, it can be our university blue card, the students know, or our university identification card. That day, we want our graduates to go and compete within this highly competitive job world with their documents ready. I also want to mention that we have given more of a corporate touch to the setup. The decorations are more of a corporate. Oftentimes we tend to, as we do decorations, we tend to confuse party and corporate. We want our students to see what we have prepared for them so that they can fit in the corporate world. We are not sending them out to do partying, we are sending them out to fit, within what is out there. So it's going to be unique, it's going to be different. We are beginning at 7 a.m. with the Chancellor's procession, and we call on our invited guests to be there on time. And by 1, we should be ready.
And I can't forget reminding our viewer that you can call on 0709 60 25 92. Are you supposed to be graduating? Well, is there anything you need to ask? I have them on set in case they had to come by at the university. I have them on set, and the D-Day is Saturday, this very Saturday, the 26th?
Yes, 26th.
Yes. So please, my line is open. Use that number 0706 0709 60 25 92. 0709 60 25 92. And I guarantee you I'll be able to pick you up, and your question, your concern will be answered by the guests I have in studios this morning. Yes, you're still going ahead.
Yes, and I was saying that as we mark 30 years and our 26th graduation, we are saying, look where we have come from in transforming dreams into skills and knowledge. And so, again, for us, we are as confident as we can ever be that our graduating class has what is required.
I think I have a caller online.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Good morning. Hello? Yes? Kindly give me your name and where you're calling from. Please give me your name, where you're calling from. You're live on UBC TV. Hello? Well, I'll get back to you. Let me go back to the chairperson of this organizing committee for the magnificent 26th. Hello, good morning.
No.
Yes? Oh, sorry, I lost you, but please, I need your name and where you're calling from. That will ease our communication. Then we look at the topic of discussion this morning. Hello? Hello? You're live on UBC TV. Please just give me your name and where you're calling from. Give me your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Robert, UBC TV, and you?
Mr. Robert, yeah?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry that this number, I've seen this number when saying that I should stop using this number.
Yes.
Can I get your mobile number? Because there's some questions I want to ask you when you're not on air.
And how that is a bit complicated. because I can't give you my mobile number when I'm on air. That is the, but you can go to X, and then you will find, we communicate on X. Then I'll give you my number there. That is Robert Chirabo. Then we'll be able to communicate better.
Okay.
I appreciate so much, and I'm humbled.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. You're still with us on UBC TV. The number is 0709 60 25 92. That is our studio line. So you can call regarding the topic of discussion. Nkumba University, they are having a graduation this Saturday, and they will be marking 30 years of existence. Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yes, you are speaking to the Kisa Fred.
Glad to hear from you.
From Zombo.
Yes, your concern, please.
My concern is I wanted to know, do they also have agricultural programs?
Agricultural programs?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. They'll be replying to you. Do you have agricultural programs?
Yes, we have agricultural programs, and the program we have is called agribusiness. We didn't want only to look at pure agriculture that is only garden based, but we also want to see the product that is being processed. How do we market it? That's why we designed a program in agribusiness. Thank you very much.
Okay, program in agribusiness. Yes. How do you make money out of agriculture? Yeah. Simply, that is agribusiness. Yeah. How do you make money out of agriculture? So I'll still be receiving calls 0709 60 25 92. Please just give me your name, where you're calling from. But in the meantime, I'll go back to the chairperson of the organizing committee of this graduation. So you're still telling us, what time are the arrivals?
We are beginning at 7. 7 a.m. Let me be clear. The students have already received their invitation cards.
Good.
The list of the VIPs is out. It is known. The cards have already been sent. Everyone is ready, literally. I want to mention, thanks to vocational training, that the guardians, the parents, the invited guests should come and see what Nkumba has done in these 30 years. I can confirm to you, Robert, that our gowns are produced from home. We have, I already mentioned that we have a School of Industrial Art and Design, and our gowns are produced by our very own. So all students that you see that day in gowns, they are worked on from Nkumba University, particularly through our Kampala campus. And we want to thank you students who have been involved and whoever you have worked with to have these gowns out. I want to mention also that if you pick a snack that day, it will be coming from our hotel students. Basically, you can't say we have gone wrong anywhere in putting theory into practice. If you see those who will be holding cameras, unless one is specifically identified as UBC Press, but whoever else you see holding a camera is our student. And those are our students doing journalism and public relations. So for us, we are delighted that what probably other institutions are speaking about in word form, we have transformed from word to practice as we're preparing our students for the outside world. And so I again call on all our graduating class that the deans are ready to read your names. The PhD class, we are certainly delighted that we are releasing 12 PhDs. That's no small number, bearing in mind the challenges with supervision, and of course that these are returning students. They have family, they have school fees, while they are worried about their own fees, even their children's fees. And so we look forward to 26th. It's just 3 days too. And we are ready, we are waiting for you on that day.
Ready and waiting for you. Now for the guardians or parents, each student, how many have you approved? You never know, you could be the first in the sub-county. And there is a van ready to receive the son or daughter of the soil and also celebrate him as his name is being mentioned. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. We have allowed each student to come with 2 people, assuming the 2 parents. You know, that's maybe a mother and a father, or 2 guardians as a way of managing the ceremony of the 26th graduation, please.
Well, I must now let the both of you go back to Nkumba University and of course carry on with more preparations. But before I do that, I will just give each of you a minute for your final remark, beginning with Dr. Anna.
Thank you, first of all, Mr. Host Robert Chirabo, for saving this 1 hour and bearing with us and hosting us here. We are grateful to UBC. We are grateful to those who have been tuned in since 9 a.m. That you have been stuck with us. Please stick with Nkumba just as you have stuck with UBC. We are calling on every one of you who is meant to graduate that day. Please come. Your chairs for the graduating class, your chairs will be marked with your name. You'll be identified by the colors of your gowns, as the tradition has always been. Please sit where you're meant to sit. Let's be calm and let's wait until the end. We urge all the guardians and the parents to bring those graduating class on time. We are humbled to you, the people who have been paying fees, that you have pushed the students through this far. We are humbled to you, our outgoing class, that you chose us and you stuck with us. We are grateful to all the stakeholders. And probably I will let the registrar mention who the other stakeholders are as a way of extending our gratitude to those that we have worked with in these 30 years. Looking forward to seeing you then. I owe you. Thank you very much.
What a lovely way of ending. Yes, Registrar.
Thank you very much. My remark, I'll get back to one of the earliest creation stories. You already talked about issues of spirituality. You know, there is a gentleman who wanted to transform a hill into a flat place. But he had aged, and when he went to his friends, and the friends laughed at him and they said, you see, you're an old man, how will you manage? I'm bringing this to looking at aspects of transformation. This gentleman, he indicated that he had children that he was going to start with. He will work with his children. And the children will bear children that will also help them to transform the place. So the project of transforming the mountain into a flat place started. Why am I bringing this? The 30 years of transforming dreams into skills, into knowledge, already come with some capital. We want to do this through our students, through our prospective graduates. That's why I'm calling upon them to remain focused, to remember that they are graduating to go and work. The VACA mentality should not be in them. They are not going for VAC. They are not going to rest because they have been studying for a long time. They are going to work. They are going into the job market. And I would like to thank our parents. There are people that have supported these students either for internship. Our founders, the founding body, would like to thank the founding body. We would like to thank the University Council. We would like to thank the university management. And even the people in the community that have supported Nkumba to reach this far. With that, I owe you. I thank you for inviting us, Chirabo, and encourage parents to send us more students. Our admissions are still open for the next intake, for the Feb intake. I owe you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Anne Abaho, who is the chairperson, ceremonies committee, and also the Dean School of Social Sciences. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, Dr. Frank Chiinji, the academic registrar, Nkumba University. We've been looking at Nkumba University at 30 and the 26th graduation ceremony that is going to be kicking off or taking place this very Saturday. Time is very important. The weather, anytime, but also in Africa, rainfall is a sign of blessing. So in case that happens, but I pray it doesn't, definitely no one would like it to rain on such a day Thank you for being with us from 6:30 till now. We do appreciate you. Have the best of your day. For God and my country.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
We ought to remind the public that we are pleased to invite graduates and the general public to the 26th graduation ceremony of Nkumba University, scheduled for Saturday 26th October 2024, starting at 7 a.m. This year's graduation will be celebrated under the theme 30 Years of Transforming Dreams into Knowledge and Skills. Join us as we celebrate the academic achievements of our graduates, marking 30 years of tailoring dreams into degrees. Nkumba University, I owe you.
An amazing off-the-hook youth program brings you an array of fun, exciting, and educative segments you do not want to miss. From red carpet moments to proms, youth empowerment programs to youth gig vibes, and so much more, Teens Crown will get you hooked. Only on UBC TV every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Don't miss.
nursery bed is the basis of vegetable production.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. This weekend on UBC.
The Bombo Military General Hospital has significantly increased its oxygen production capacity, capable of supplying oxygen to health facilities in neighboring Luwero districts.
We have that capacity because if we are producing 150 cylinders of 72 CLs, we should be able to share it with them. That capacity is there.
Free medication, no pay, and if someone we cannot manage, we give those people free transport to the higher hospital than ours here.
There was remodeling and expansion of the theatre, still through the support of Ministry of Health and with the use of the personnel from the engineering brigade.
These impressive structures showcase the engineering prowess of the UPDF engineering brigade.
Know that UPDF, we are here to protect the people and their property. So you cannot protect people who are sick and who are dead. That means you have failed your work. So the hospital serves the army and the civilians as well.
I thank you for raising this tragic matter in this August House. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is very disturbing. As the Shadow Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, I raised a matter here whereby the Prime Minister and the Minister responsible